Welcome to the factory, where mountains of discarded fast fashion are given a second life.
The journey from waste to woven yarn begins with opening densely packed bales of old clothes.
First, the tightly compressed garments must be loosened and fed into the sorting line. This endless river of textiles is transported to the manual separation department.
Here, skilled workers perform a crucial task, removing anything that cannot be shredded.
Zippers, buttons, and metal rivets would destroy the shredding machines, so they are manually cut out.
To avoid using chemical dyes later, the garments are strictly categorized by their original colors.
Once sorted, these monochromatic batches are staged for the primary cutting phase.
The full garments are fed into an industrial rotary guillotine.
A heavy hydraulic blade chops the clothing into small, uniform squares. These small fabric scraps are now ready for the most aggressive part of the recycling process. This is the garnetting machine, a heavy-duty mechanical system that tears the fabric back into raw fibers. Thousands of hardened steel pins rotating at high speeds physically rip the woven threads apart. The material passes through up to 6 consecutive cylinders, each with finer pins than the last. Powerful vacuum systems continuously extract dust and fibers that are too short to be spun into new yarn.
What was once a pair of jeans is now completely reduced to raw, recycled textile fluff. Because recycled fibers are inherently weakened by the tearing process, they must be blended.
A small percentage of recycled polyester or raw cotton is introduced as a carrier fiber to add durability. The blending hopper acts like a giant mixer, aggressively tumbling the different fibers together. The blended material descends into the feed chute of the carding machine, a critical step in yarn creation. The result is a fragile, transparent web of aligned fibers, completely free of knots or tangles. This delicate web is gathered through a trumpet, condensing it into a thick, untwisted rope called a sliver.
Millions of tiny wire teeth comb the fibers simultaneously, untangling them and aligning them in a single direction.
Feed rollers compress the loose fibers into a dense mat, pushing them against the main carding cylinder.
The card sliver is carefully coiled into large containers, ready for the drawing stage.
To ensure the final yarn has a uniform thickness, multiple slivers must be blended together.
Powerful forced air currents in the blowroom separate the clumps completely, achieving a perfectly homogeneous color.
Rollers, spinning at different speeds, stretch and combine the fibers, perfectly evening out any irregularities.
Rollers, spinning at different speeds, stretch and combine the fibers, perfectly evening out any irregularities. The sliver is still too thick to be spun into yarn, so it moves to the roving frame.
Here, it is stretched thinner and given a slight protective twist, forming what is known as roving.
Skilled operators constantly monitor the lines, swapping out fully wound roving bobbins.
We have finally reached the heart of the process, the ring spinning frame.
A final set of drafting rollers stretches the roving down to the exact diameter of the finished yarn.
Once the small spinning bobbins are full, automated robotic arms extract them from the spindles. Instead of tying knots, high-pressure air splicing blasts the broken fibers back together flawlessly. Once a cone reaches the exact specified weight, It is ejected and inspected by hand. Despite being made entirely from old clothes, the yarn possesses remarkable durability and tensile strength.
The cones are packed tightly into export-grade boxes, ready to be sent to textile mills around the world.
In the laboratory, the recycled yarn undergoes rigorous testing to ensure it meets global strength standards.
Optical sensors scan every millimeter of yarn. If a thick spot is detected, the machine instantly cuts it out.
The winding machine transfers the yarn from dozens of small bobbins onto one massive commercial cone.
These small bobbins don't hold enough yarn for industrial looms, so they must be combined.
Because recycled fibers can be brittle, breakages happen. Operators use a technique called piecing to instantly repair snapped threads.
A tiny metal traveler revolving at thousands of RPMs imparts the final, strong twist.
From discarded waste to eco-friendly yarn, the cycle of sustainable fashion begins all over again.
A rapid pass through a heat tunnel shrinks the plastic, sealing the yarn against contamination during global shipping. Approved batches are sent to the packing line, where they are sleeved in protective plastic.
Heavy cartons are consolidated onto wooden pallets for secure bulk transport. An automated stretch wrapper secures the load, preventing shifting during long-distance shipping. Operators manually trim and seal the film edges to ensure a clean, professional finish.
Each pallet receives a unique tracking label, linking it to its exact production batch and quality data.
Digital verification ensures complete traceability from raw waste garments to the final shipped product.
Gentle steam penetration relaxes the fiber twist, preventing kinking and improving weaving performance.
A dry rub test checks color fastness, ensuring the recycled dyes remain locked in the fibers.
Heavy-duty strapping reinforces the cartons, preventing bursting during rough handling and transit.
Experienced operators handle the finished goods with precision, maintaining the integrity of the packaging.
The recycled yarn is loaded directly into sealed shipping containers for global distribution.
Once fully loaded and secured, the container is sealed to guarantee tamper-proof delivery.
A unique, tamper-evident seal is logged digitally, completing the chain of custody.
Another shipment of sustainable, recycled yarn begins its journey to textile manufacturers worldwide.
Continuous operation requires rigorous housekeeping to prevent lint buildup and maintain air quality.
The factory operates around the clock, with seamless shift handovers, maintaining uninterrupted production.
The final product boasts a soft hand feel and remarkable uniformity, rivaling virgin cotton yarns. Woven into fabric, it delivers durability and comfort while drastically reducing textile landfill waste.
Certified by global sustainability standards, every cone represents a measurable step toward a circular economy. This facility processes tons of discarded garments daily, giving them a permanent second life.
Real-time monitoring tracks not just output, but the exact environmental impact of every production run.
Behind every spool is a dedicated team, turning environmental challenges into industrial solutions.
From waste to woven, the future of textiles is being spun right here, one recycled fiber at a time.
Consistency, strength, and sustainability engineered into every single meter of yarn.
The transformation is complete. What began as discarded waste is now a premium, eco-friendly textile yarn. Under the quiet focus of the night shift, the recycling process continues its steady, sustainable rhythm.
Preventive maintenance ensures every spindle and roller runs at peak efficiency, day after day.
Regular calibration checks guarantee that yarn twist and tension remain perfectly consistent.
Heavy cargo straps and ratchet binders lock the entire shipment in place for safe transport. Fully inspected and secured pallets await their assigned transport vehicles in the dispatch zone. Thank you for witnessing the complete journey of recycled, eco-friendly textile yarn manufacturing.
All quality certificates and shipping manifests are verified and handed over to the transport carrier.
Tight stacking and manual alignment prevent any movement during ocean or road freight.
Cardboard corner guards protect the yarn cones from impact damage and crushing.
Weight-to-length ratio confirms the yarn count, ensuring consistency across every single production batch.
A precision wrap reel measures exact yarn length to calculate the final yarn count and thickness.
The minimal color transfer confirms excellent dye retention, meeting international textile standards.
Precise moisture testing guarantees the yarn won't shrink or degrade during fabric production. Once the cycle finishes, the yarn emerges perfectly conditioned and ready for final verification.
Thank you for witnessing the complete journey of recycled, eco-friendly textile yarn manufacturing.